Wedge.
All
All right.
right, so second up on the list, System of a Down, Marmalade.
Yeah,
Now I know a little bit of System of a Down, but I don't think I've ever heard this song.
yeah, Marmalade. It's kind of I think it's one of those cutting floor tracks. I just, I thought like a lot of people, probably know, System, as you said, right? I mean, I'm pretty familiar with like their old stuff. The newer
Mm-hmm.
stuff, yeah. I mean, I dig it. I'm not talking smack, but yeah, Marmalade. So this is a kind of just one of those songs, just check it out. I felt like it's worth listening to. It's not the best track, but yeah, it's got some in there. I think you'll like it.
All right, give me 1 second.
But it wasn't like Marmalade.
All right, let's hop right in, guys. System of a Down, Marmalade. We got lyrics. Yeah, so just off the bat, I'm really digging this riff. This is cool. It's
Kind of
really
high
amping
speed,
me up.
Yeah, it's just I figured, I was like, what, let's go with something that's kind of ampy. I don't want to start with something that's too like I guess melodramatic. So I was like, let's just go with something that's gonna be like ramped up, keep that
Yeah,
fucking blood flow, that heartbeat.
yeah, this is great, man. Yeah, it's like almost like a little thrashy, a little like anxiety inducing. Let's get back into it.
Yeah.
Stretching, filing against their skin. Blessed are those who are not kin. In sin we breathe, in sex we die. Look, they their legs to the red sky. For some flesh allowances, the fence is ridden. The pantry of gabardine dreams promiscuous. Delight nine of the five. Cause their dreams of musing marmalade flesh naked spread am Actors of the tragic phantom, extend your legs for great Saturn. Round table top, scream for cover at the sight of your new lover. If today I die and can deny the poison chosen for tonight.
Yeah, I kind of dig it. I really like how animated his voice is. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
putting that animation on it. It's like you're going all in, but at the same time, it's going to turn some people off. You
Yeah,
know.
definitely
Um,
not for everybody. But I figured like to me this is like one of the tracks that even if you don't like this style of music, you'll probably be like, what the fuck is that? That sounds pretty all right, I mean,
right.
because it does have like a little bit. It does that little switch up with the after the do, and it has like and it kind of like slows down, and it has like
Yeah.
that little like thuggish swag to it for some reason. I don't know. That's what kind of get it from me.
Yeah, I like the beat a lot. It's really cool. That riff is it's infectious kind of, you know. All right, let's hop back in. I'm digging this. What a great pick, man. Like I said, I got into System of a Down back in the day a little bit, like not a lot. I had a friend that was into them more than anything. But yeah,
Yeah, I was pretty. I mean, like, yeah, I remember that. What was it? Toxicity, and yeah, I used to go. Like my brother, and a couple friends that they were like into like skate. They were some of them were like into skating stuff. I was like
hmm
more like into like tagging, and
okay, cool.
yeah, it was kind of like a thing. For some reason, it kind of like if you remember back then, they had like Fred Durst,
hmm
the whole new metal thing. So it's like it was like a nice little fusion, and you were kind of like an outcast if you liked it back then. I don't know if you were kind of like in that little like yeah, I got pigeonholed, man, because like people back then like it was like either you like hip hop, right, but you didn't really like rock, or if you like
Right,
rock, like you weren't into hip.
right. No, I'm right there with you. I had a lot of
Yeah,
friends that were on both sides of things, and I was in the middle. I liked both. I was one of those weird
yeah,
people that actually dug both.
yeah, right. And you were kind of looked at as like the peculiar one, right? Like the fish out of water, kind of like on both sides of the pond or whatever. But yeah, but I mean, I always liked it, and you know what it was though? I think it's just more like like certain people will like take their time, or they'll like
hmm
place themselves as like the you can't see my air quotes, but my quote unquote gatekeepers, right? Of
Uh huh.
of certain genres, right? And I think that's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb because it's like in the end, like if you look at today's generation, some of them are actually a lot of them because they don't have like that like the stigma of like the new metal, right? And even some of the
Right.
bands like Deftones, they'll even say like fuck that label. They don't even like that label themselves, even though they get
Yeah.
matched in there. So it's pretty interesting to hear like the opinion right now that the internet like such and even like people such as yourself that like have like this
hmm
forum, right? Even as
hmm
as available as it might be to the masses, I mean it's available for you can express that opinion, right? And it's like it bridges people together for that was once kind of like a big gap,
Yep.
and it's
I
kind of like a
gotcha.
bridge here, and that's I dig it. Your take, my good sir.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was awesome, man. Thank you so much for that one. Um, it's like I love revisiting these avenues that like maybe I visited a long time ago, but like in my mind, it's almost gone, kind of thing.
Right,
Uh,
right. A lot of haze in that avenue, right? And it's got potholes and shit, and got it fucking right. Got
lots
it.
of lots of haze, right? I think that was